tell Roxanne, played by Hayley Bennett, of his deep love for her, thinking he's insufficiently attractive to be worthy of her love. But he volunteers his poetry skills to write love letters on behalf of the handsome Christian, who develops a bond with Roxanne using Cyrano's words. Peter Dinklage believes that contemporary audiences can learn a lot from the Cyrano character.
He doesn't feel worthy of love from this woman, so he uses somebody else and creates a great lie. Basically, it's a lie. But it's what we're doing. It's relevant because it's what we're doing now more than ever with the Instagram and the Facebook profiles of ourselves. And there's just a real remove nowadays between people in terms of who we really are and in terms of what our profiles of us that we've created are and what we put out there.
Peter Dinklage has been in the acting business for quite a while, but he achieved worldwide fame with his memorable role in the HBO series Game of Thrones. His performance in Cyrano has brought him a lot of praise. He was considered a possible candidate for a Best Actor Oscar nomination, but he didn't make it onto the shortlist. What he liked about doing Cyrano was a challenge of performing in a musical.
It was so strange to sort of stop and sing. Never done that before in a movie, but why not? And I love musicals, from Singing in the Rain to La La Land. They're so much fun, and they just sing from the heart.
And something like fear.
Cyrano is part of a new wave of movie musicals. What sets this film apart from others is that the songs aren't overproduced. There's an imperfection in the performances, which quite refreshingly reminds you that the actors are human. Director Joe Wright deliberately wanted it that way.
I wanted to create an extremely intimate experience, and to that end I recorded all of the singing live on camera, and the faults, the cracks in the voice, the breaths needed to have that level of intimacy so that there was very little differentiation between speaking and singing.
First, he has too much heart.
Reviews of Cyrano have been mostly favourable, but the picture has more or less been left out of the Oscars race, just getting one nomination for costume design. Overall, the movie is a bit uneven. It has some truly wonderful moments, but it isn't consistently good.
Inside, migrants started throwing rocks and bricks and branches towards the Polish forces.
A week of commemorative events in honor of Archbishop Tutu is well underway all over South Africa.
There's more trouble here in the Netherlands. Small groups of people destroying things in the northern city of Groningen.
The clashes are taking place just a few hundred meters away from where I'm standing now. You can hear the sound of shooting and explosions.
This is a storm that has now claimed at least 14 lives overnight. You had people rushing to their basements.
We break stories from more places than any other international news broadcaster. We are the leaders in global breaking news.
Hello, this is BBC World News. I'm Lewis Vaughan-Jones. Our top stories. The White House says Russia's claims of withdrawing forces surrounding Ukraine is false, and it's actually sent in thousands more troops. In Brazil, a desperate search for survivors after heavy rains cause a mudslide on a mountain. At least 90 people are dead. A BBC investigation uncovers how a culture of complicity and denial conceals the true scale of clerical sex abuse in Italy. And a social media sensation at 85. Meet the pensioner who's proving TikTok's not just for teens.
That drowns the tangerine.
Hello and welcome to the programme. First this hour, the United States says Russia's claim that it's withdrawing troops from the Ukrainian border is false and that it's actually continuing to reinforce its military presence there with as many as 7,000 more troops. Well, a White House official said Russia could at any moment stage an incident serving as a pretext for invasion. Moscow has accused the West of whipping up hysteria. Russian-backed separatists in eastern Ukraine, meanwhile, have accused government forces of opening fire on their territory. There has been no immediate reaction so far from Ukraine. The BBC's Tim Allman reports.
This doesn't look much like a withdrawal. These satellite images from a private American company appear to show a build-up of armoured vehicles, helicopters and artillery. Then there's this, what looks like a pontoon bridge built across the Pripyat